Well guys, here it is. 5 weeks ago today I was in surgery. I must say I feel fantastic. I really do. I feel physically able to do anything I want. I'm feeling stronger this week. I'm still under restrictions for another week or two. My prostate was much larger than most of the other guys that had the same surgery. So because my prostate was so enlarged, there's a large void area now for the bladder to drop down into. So recovery is a little slower for me. Everyone's different. My bladder control was way behind everybody else the first couple weeks. I've been doing these weird pelvic floor muscle exercises that are really starting to pay off. I'm just about on track of where I should be now in the bladder control area. Still going to take a while. Still going to take another 3 to 6 months. My manly functions are showing signs of recovery, so I'm happy there. And the good news is that I had my final report last week, and they didn't find any cancer in the lymph nodes, and I don't have cancer in the bone, which I already knew that, but I'm cancer free officially. So I have to go back for blood work every 3 months for the first year, but I'm cancer free. So that's very encouraging. And you guys facing prostate cancer, it's scary. In the beginning, it's scary. When I first heard about the news, I took it very well, but later that night, when it sunk in, anxiety started to kick in, and what if this, and what if that, and why me, and it really, you know, it puts fear in your heart, that's for sure. And I come to the conclusion I have this, I have to face it, and I started to pray. I prayed, dear Lord, please give me the strength to face this, and give me peace, Lord. Dear Lord Jesus, give me peace of mind. And He answered that prayer immediately. I instantly had peace come over me, and I was at ease and at peace throughout the whole ordeal. And even when anxiety would sneak back in a little bit, I just pray again, Lord, remove anything not of you from my body, from my mind, because Satan is real. Satan is real, and he infiltrates your thoughts. He infiltrates your marriage. He infiltrates your life, and he causes havoc. We're on a battlefield. Take a look around. And I pray regularly, dear Lord, remove anything not of you. And I prayed for an instant healing, a miraculous healing, and I didn't get it. I didn't get the miraculous healing, and I've seen miracle healings. And the Lord also likes to use His creation, and He uses creation to heal me. He created these surgeons, and I learned some things through the process that I wouldn't have learned if I had an instant healing. I learned patience. I've learned a higher level of compassion towards others. It's been a learning process that I would not have learned, and if I had the instant healing. Now, He did heal me instantly with the anxiety, which I mentioned. I'm very grateful for that. But it's just, expect the healing. Jesus came to heal. Throughout the Bible, what does He do? He heals. He gives the good word and He heals. After Jesus was no longer walking on this earth, His disciples were healing. There's mentions of healings through Jesus, but from Paul, from Peter, and some of the other disciples. Well, we are disciples of Jesus now. This wasn't just for 2,000 years ago, now it's done. As disciples of Jesus, we can expect the healing through Jesus Christ. You know, we can lay hands on each other and pray and expect a healing. And I mentioned before, I'm Catholic, but I'm also belong to the charismatic Catholic movement. And if you don't know what that is, look it up on the internet. And we're a lot more involved in praise and worship segment of it. Like our Protestant brothers and sisters, they really can get involved in the praise and worship. Well, the charismatic Catholics are right there with them in that area. And the healings, I've witnessed amazing healings. And more often than not, you witness healings, but maybe healing through a doctor or over time, or maybe the Lord will give someone a word of a change your diet or something and healing that way. But I've witnessed instant miracle healings. So believe in the healings, expect the healings. And what used to stop me was I didn't feel worthy. Well, of course I'm not worthy. I'm a sinner. I'm pathetic. But I'm not worthy, and neither are you. But as we say in Mass, every Mass, Lord, I am not worthy to receive you, but only say the word, and I shall be healed. He knows we're not worthy. That's why the Father sent His Son here. That we wouldn't have made it without Him. Now we have a chance, and only through Him. So, expect a healing. Every knee shall bend before the Lord. It says that in Isaiah 45:23. And we're all going to have our day. The non-believers as well as the believers. And some of us, our knees are going to bend out of sheer fear of judgment. And others of us, our knees are going to bend out of, once the Lord reveals Himself to us, we're going to be in awe of His power and might and glory. And others of us, our knees are going to bend because once He reveals His love to us, we're going to fall to our knees. And Lord, I couldn't comprehend such intense love. I didn't know that you could love me this much, and I love you so little in return. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Every knee shall bend before the Lord. So, might as well get those knees bending now. The Lord loves a humble man, and He shows favor to a humble man. I can attest to that. I'm still a sinner. A righteous man falls 7 times a day, and I'm not righteous. But He shows me favor, and I embrace His love. I embrace His love. As often as I sin again, as often as I have a reoccurring sin, lose my temper again, get judgmental again, I call out to Jesus, and He embraces me once again, over and over again. He does nothing but love me, and I truly have a relationship with Him that has made every aspect of my cancer process absolutely bearable. And it's been a pleasure going through this with a new set of open eyes. The eyes of my heart have been opened, and I invite you to invite Jesus into your heart and have peace about this. I'm nothing special. I'm just some knucklehead, and He showed me favor because I cried out. You cry out and receive the same favor. God bless.